Good to see you.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Code Vein. I had a request to show my gunner um, character, and so I wanted to kind of show the items that I have on her, if I can find her in here. Um, yeah, here we go. This is my gunner character that we ran um, in the what was that, the bayonet playthrough, the one with the guns, and I wanted to kind of show all of the accessories and everything that we have on here. So if you guys felt or at least the one person who showed interest, if you feel like making a beret, an excellent Navy SEAL kind of character here. Let's start with the skin. It is the first one here on the blue brown, to make it as like pale as vampire pale as kind of possible here that I could get to. This was like too creamy color, and this was like too darker color, and this was like the only. I think this palette set here for vampires is like one of the best pale, bloodless kind of colors that you can find. But that was the one I chose for this one, and you can see here if I zoom back in, you can see how it's like paler than the other colors here, and it's paler even than these by like a very slight shade. These are like more creamy warm colors, and I didn't want it to be warm. I wanted it to be like cold and lifeless, and this was the only one that I could kind of find. The skin was kind of hard to make cold and lifeless. I wish they had a little bit paler of a version of this, like a very like almost white skin, like an albino almost, like between an albino and this would be like my ideal. But the blue is very much appreciated in there. Okay, so the hair, we are on the double braids here, not the one that goes to the not the one that swoops to the left, but the one that swoops to the right, just because I thought that looked better. Then the base color is sky blue number 4 here, because that will match the latex here as best as possible. Then the red highlights are as red as I could possibly get, so it's red number 1, just to match the beret and the straps on the latex here. Okay, then 50% for the extension proportions and the hair shine. I don't want it too shiny, and so we toned down the shine quite a bit because I wanted it to look more matted, and not as shiny, because she does have a hat on. Her hair would get matted and tangled much easier, so she had to braid it. So that's kind of why that is that way. For the eyes, pupil 1, they're both the same exact thing. These are my normal eyes that I use for all my characters. They have the same face, the same eyes, and the same star here on the cheek, and the same pimple or birthmark or whatever here, and the same freckles and everything. So the pupil number 2, I want them as black as possible because this looks too human, and this looks very vampire dead inside kind of a look. We wanted blood number 5 here for the eye color inside, and then to kind of give this like dull shine, I went for the red number row 3 number 1 here, to kind of give that very dullish kind of shine in the eyes. And then highlights, I wanted it in the top left corner because it's this little thing here that you can move around, and I wanted it to kind of be opposite of this one here. So there's a little bit of red that shines through, but then mostly that dullish burnished blood color here. Then the highlight intensity is 60%, just to kind of cover most of the eye color. Size 2, cat eyes 4, just to make it a little more vertical instead of wide. And then the vertical position is right in the middle. I don't want them up or down. Cross-eyed, not very much cross-eyed, but definitely move them closer to the nose, since for whatever reason, eyes that are positioned in kind of this place of the face is typically, I don't know, for whatever reason, when you read like genetic posts and genetic scientists and whatever, they say that symmetry and closer to the nose, not too close to the nose, but closer to the nose is better than farther apart for beauty and attraction. So either way, that's why I was going for that. Edge thickness 10. I want the pupils, you know, to not be very big overall. So if we go down, you can see that it becomes a hard corner, and I wanted it feathered as much as possible, so they just kind of sink in into the back there. Okay, for eyebrows, just went for some pretty basic ones here. They are very far down in the list, but they are, you know, the ones I thought were appropriate enough, but they're just like swoops, just regular swoopy eyebrows. Uh, okay, and then just made them as black here as I could get. I thought this one was as black as it gets. It might be another color here, but these ones black number one, first row all the way at the end. Okay, and separate hair and eyebrow color, yes, because nobody has, you know, red hair and red eyebrows like at the same time unless you do that on purpose, or on, I mean, this red color, like natural redheads and whatever could have red eyebrows and whatever. Anyways, for the makeup, went for these eyelashes with the red, obviously because it's matching the red, but you can't even really see it. But I like it that it's on the top and below, because that's what normal eyelashes are. I kind of wanted to create a bridge to her regular humanity, that she was a human and now she's a revenant. So that way she had some eyebrows on top, some eyebrows on bottom. Okay, and then 100% on both of these, just to make sure that, you know, there is color actually shining through, because if you turn these down um, in any way, you'll notice that, like, it doesn't really give the color that you pick. So 100% on the thickness, and the color of it is the white, to make sure that it contrasts with the face and the hair and everything else. For the lipstick color, white as well. Don't really want too much crazy going here with the lipstick, and you can see that it really doesn't matter what you pick here, but I like the 70% because I think it just kind of adds a little bit more color there, and I didn't really want it to be like too ostentatious or something, just a little bit of a fade here around the lips, again, to kind of give that dead inside kind of feel. And the lipstick shine 100%, because whatever I want it to show up here, I want it to actually see it. Scars, I just gave her the freckles across the front here, which is this one. It's kind of all the way at the bottom almost, about 2/3 to the way to the bottom, and it's just the little bit of amounts across her face here, not anything too crazy and over the top there. For face paint, I went for the blush on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down from the top, and just here on the right side, eyebrows, and just around the outside of the eyes. So if we take this hair off and we do a different hair, we just go around the side there, keep it like a blackish brown color, because I don't know, that just seemed like a nice color to match in with the eyebrows and the contours of the face. And color depth 100%, same thing here for the mole. Always enjoy that beauty spot, so pick the one down here on the lower chin, and same thing, went for more of the brownish gray color, and then 100% there. And then for the star on the face, this one's like too crazy, this one's like all over the place, and this one was just a nice little bit of a cheek thing here going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down from the top. There's a lot of like really crazy ones here that you can go for, that, you know, really shine all over the place on the face and everything. They're kind of weird, you know, that you can have so many wild ones along the way, but I thought this one would be a nice kind of hidden artifact that if you do happen to see it, then you see it. And then we add the sparkling number 1 color here along the way, and then at 40%, so it's still visible, but not too like drawing attention. Like if you know it's there, it's there, but if you don't, you may not see it. And for the accessories, we go with the finger gloves, just to create a an effect here where you have the regular gloves and then the finger gloves, and you can make them into different colors here for the trigger fingers and stuff. So finger gloves, and you want to make the glowing number 1 here with the red metallic glow, and then accessory color 2 is as white as possible because you're not going to see that one. And then you go for the studded gloves here to make this pattern show up very, very nicely. And then you want the blue latex metallic number, the blue metallic number 1 here. And the reason being is because it makes it look as like tight leather latex. You can see the shine here on the belly. And then for the gold, or the red jewels here, red number 1. And then here, red number 1 as well for the armlets that go around the base of the wrists. And you don't have to do anything to put those anywhere, they just are there as they are. For the beret, it's the second row, second one over, right here from the null box. And to put that, I put it on the head, and I kind of made it a little bit smaller, moved it up a little bit, and then moved it back on her, moved it, like tilted it back just a little bit, and made it this nice blood red color, gangsta row number 2, number 3 here. And oops, that makes for a nice comparison color to her hair. Makes her hair stand out a little more because it's a more of a muted color. And then for the badge, I just went for a cream and a black background on it, so it stands out very, very well on the hat itself. For the pendants that we have here, I have the EO one, and that has the metallic glow yellow here, just to make sure that we have as much glowy bits here on the front as possible. And then same thing here, EO, and then we made these on chest right and chest left to make sure that they show up when you're looking at her face on, and then the metallic yellow glow. And then on the back, we have a little box here. This is her bullet sack for all of the bullets that she's carrying in her gun. And it doesn't make sense lore-wise, but it makes sense in my mind. And it's on waist back here, and it's kind of all the standard default stuff. Nothing really changed there too much. And again, the blue latex metallic color here, we're not changing things up too much with that. And then the red interior 7 here, just to kind of give another contrasting red color to everything else. And then the white accents in the middle here. So for clothing, we are on this clothing option here. It's the one with the like bodysuit, I guess you could say. And then I got rid of the arm things and the leg swoopy swoosh thing, but I kept all the other pieces on there. And then again, blue latex, making for that very nice blue color shine overall. And then the leggings here are black to make sure that they, you know, kind of don't stand out and they're not so visible. Then for the buckles and everything, we are going for the white color here, just to make sure that we have, you know, white accents along the way. As you can see, it's this thing here on the back for the buckles, and white I think looks the best because it's even like a grayish darker white. And then for the robe, definitely need that interior 7 color right here in the middle to match everything else. And then for you know, all the little straps and accents, that same interior 7 color to make sure that we have, you know, matching all around. Then for the mask, obviously I go for this one all the time because I think it looks one of the best. And then the frame, nothing on the neck, definitely nothing on the neck, because this, why can't I, okay, there we go. This would be like too much, that's kind of too intrusive, and that, you know, it's too much. So I want to see like this area of her neck and everything, so we go with the least invasive, least intrusive frame that we can get, and then save away, and there you go. This is my gunner, and she, you know, ran the bayonet run a couple of videos ago in the Road to 100, and I typically use her when I'm running any kind of bayonet setups. But yeah, she looks pretty good, and she does very, very well, even in the running around and the movement and everything with the sash here, flowing and flipping and flopping around as you run around and dodge and everything. We can come over here into the light a little bit, and you can see the blue shine as you run around. It definitely gives you that latex um, leather kind of feel when she's running and doing the different things, but not on the leggings. It's all in the torso and arms. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this for how this character is created. And the same thing with the boots here. You can see that we have the blue latex shine on the boots as well. There's a nice glare. So that is why all of this is kind of built in this way to make sure that the effect is created how I want in the lighting. So anyways, thank you guys, and we'll see you in a Road to 100 or another XCOM video or whatever. But I thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later.